So I've been thinking about this for a while. You're a Muslim guy, peaceful guy, and yet, we see all this stuff on the news all the time about, terrorism and violence and killing, in the name of Islam, which is supposed to be a religion of peace.
Yes.
How is it that for them, it's not peaceful, but for you, it is?
Yeah.
Like, can you reconcile that for me?
I can, and it's not just for me, to be honest. It's very clear from the Quran and from God's instruction for us as Muslims that Islam is not about what you're seeing from them. Because he says it very clearly in the Quran that whoever kills a soul unjustly, whoever takes a life unjustly, it's not just forbidden. It's
Okay.
as if you've killed all of mankind. That verse is so clear. And whoever saves a life, it's like they've saved all of mankind. And so it's not even left for question. Unjust killing is completely forbidden.
All right, but there's like that little caveat in there of just killing or unjust killing.
Okay.
Like who gets to decide, what's just, and what's unjust? Can I just make it up and decide I want to kill you and I'm justified in doing it?
No, that's a good point. So God doesn't leave it like that. Also, when He says unjust killing, that refers to all the taking of life, except for very few cases that have to go through a stringent due process system. I mean, and only then is it deemed just taking of life or capital punishment, whatever you want to call it. Other than that, everything else is unjust killing. It's very clear.
So I can't, strap up, a suicide vest or something like that and go to a market and just kill people because I decide,
Never.
they violated something like
Absolutely not. In fact, that same verse,
that. Okay.
God equates, so He says the taking of a life or the killing of a person or destruction on earth, or it's called mischief in land, it could be translated as.
Okay.
And so that means the taking of a life is equivalent to mischief on earth, and it's so clear that the Prophet, peace and blessings upon him, taught, and it was echoed in a speech by his successor, Abu Bakr, when he was sending off the troops that were going to fight the Romans.
Okay.
And this was the toughest test ever faced by a military from the Muslims. They were going off, and his send-off speech wasn't about how they could defeat the Romans militarily. It was about these rules of engagement.
Okay.
That you cannot harm an elderly, a woman, or a child. You cannot harm vegetation or trees, burn trees or poison wells.
Really?
It
gets that specific.
Exactly. It's about infrastructure. It's really about you can't harm the infrastructure even of the enemy's land. In fact, it was so clear and specific also that you cannot come close to those who are worshiping of another faith.
Yeah, it's crazy. You're talking about, an enemy's land. I just got back from first trip to New York City, saw the memorials, at the 9/11 memorial. Got to go to the top of the One World Tower.
Oh, yeah.
How is it that that's even possible for somebody to mistranslate it if it's so clear? Like the enemy, the infidel, the other. How is it that somebody can translate it that way and respond like that?
It's completely adulterated because it's very clear that when he was saying worshipers of other faiths, it's people of any faith. It's not left to people to decide. And I think we can even talk about this a little more. I want to take you through some of the other things that make it clear what tolerance is supposed to be in Islam, and how what you're seeing is completely opposite to that. It contradicts it completely. Tolerance is a core, and freedom of religion is a core message of the faith. So we'll talk about that right after this meeting.
Yeah,
if you're
okay.
with
All
that.
right. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Appreciate you talking to me about this. And like I said, it's been on my mind a little while, and so I'd like to explore it a little more for you,
Yeah,
if you don't mind.
For sure.
All right, cool.
All right.